Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris. It's your boy Chris. It's another amazing episode of Financipation. This channel is all about making money. It's all about saving money. It's all about building generational wealth, and it's all about financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. On this channel, everybody, I try to give you essentially a six-figure MBA level worth of investing and financial knowledge for free. And the things that you learn essentially in business school, the things that people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn or whatever in B school, I teach it to you on this channel for free. So I got a question, guys, that I want to answer because I think it's one of those kind of things that sometimes gets kind of lost in this whole finance journey, because everybody's at different spaces in life. I have some clients that make over $500,000 a year, but I also want to talk to an audience that makes significantly less than that. So here goes the question, okay? This is what somebody sent me earlier today. Hello, Chris. I love your podcast and I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I listen to your podcast every week and I guess I'm what you would call a low value woman. I work at Walmart and I only make $38,000 a year. I have three boys with three different men. One of the boys is 14, one is 12, and my youngest son is 9. Their fathers are not in their lives or minds at all. I don't get government assistance or food stamps, and I work very hard, but usually when I get off work, I'm too tired to cook when I come home, so I just order a fast food, and besides my Walmart job, I don't really have any skills. I'm not lazy, as I always work at least 40 to 45 hours a week. I listen to your channel, but I can't max out my 401k. I can't max out my Roth IRA. I don't have the skills to start a business, and I don't even know what an HSA is. I'll be turning 40 later this year, and what advice would you give me, as I am absolutely terrified of retirement? Wow. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started, okay? And basically what I want to talk about is, if you are a single mother, essentially, how do you level up, okay? I had a video about how to level up. Well, this is my video for my ladies out here. If you're a single mother, this is how you level up, okay? This is how I'm going to answer your question. First and foremost, lady, let's get this out of the way. You are not a low-value woman, period. And you are not a low-value woman because you are actually actively trying to do better. And from what you're saying in this, it sounds like you actually have a very good work ethic and you want to work harder to do better. So that's the first thing. You're not a low value woman, because low value people, men and women, they just sit around and they wait for the government to take care of them, or they wait for their family member to take care of them, or they basically don't want to do better. They just make excuses. You're not doing that. You're actually trying to get better. So that's the first thing. You are not a low value woman, period. And at 40 years old, you actually have time, okay? The first thing I'm going to tell you is going to probably surprise you. I'm going to tell you to get healthy. I know this is a finance channel, and I know a lot of people are surprised probably when I say get healthy. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do. But the reason why I say that is this: health is wealth, people. And I'm looking at what you're talking about. 3 kids, 3 different men, $38,000 a year, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It sounds like you probably are not in the best shape financially. But on top of that, there's also could be possibly not in the best shape physically. If that's the case, once again, health is wealth. As simple as this: wake up every morning and walk 30 minutes a day. If you live in a community where you don't feel safe walking at night or walking when it's still dark outside, cool. When you get to your Walmart job or when the sun comes out, walk 30 minutes every day. Then I want you to ramp it up to walking 45 minutes a day. You're not trying to get skinny, you're trying to get healthy. And the reason why healthy people don't call in sick as often, healthy people get promoted faster, and the longer you can work, the more money you're going to make, okay? Additionally, on top of that, in Financipation, I teach the entire gamut of building generational wealth. And one aspect about building generational wealth is being healthy. So if you can't afford to hire a personal trainer, I want you to go to our website or whatever. And on our website, we actually sell financial packages. We actually sell health packages. There's a very good IG individual I want you to follow. Her Instagram handle is Mrs. Reba Phelps. And I want you to follow her workouts, because she basically posts workouts and she also sells fitness products. It's a phenomenal Instagram page, and I'll advise you to follow it. Next, you said you had 3 kids. I think you said 14, 12, and 9. That means you have 3 workers in your house. There's no reason, ma'am, why, if you're working 40 hours a week, why you have 3 you're basically 2 teenagers and one that's about to be a teenager, not helping you around the house more. So this is what I want you to start doing, okay? Your 14-year-old, make him responsible for vacuuming the apartment, cleaning the bathrooms, and cleaning the apartment for 1 week, right? Okay? Your 12-year-old, I want you to teach him how to cook. And you need to make him responsible for cooking all of your meals every week. So that's dinner, that's your lunch that he's gonna basically meal prep for, and that's also basically any of the food in the house. That way, when you get home, you have a meal waiting for you or whatever. And also, when you wake up in the morning or whatever, you have breakfast that he's actually cooked, so you can take it to work with you. So your 14-year-old, he's cleaning the apartment for 1 week. Your 12-year-old, he's basically cooking all the meals for 1 week, and your 9-year-old, bless his little heart, he basically is washing all the dishes. And every week, I want you to rotate that. I want your 14-year-old to cook dinner next week. And I want your 12-year-old basically to be the one who is cleaning the apartment, who's cleaning the bathroom, who's cleaning the toilets. And your 9-year-old, because he's only 9 or whatever, he's learning to cook, he's learning to clean, but I want him just washing the dishes, okay? That way, man, when you get home, your meals are cooked, your apartment is clean, because I'm assuming you have an apartment, your house is clean, your apartment is clean or whatever, and on top of that, all the dishes are clean, and you're teaching your children, most importantly, a work ethic, and you're teaching them how to work hard. Simple as that. My parents did it for me, and all three of my brothers, all of us are doing extremely well today. Master's degrees, we're all very killing our careers. So that's my advice or whatever. Additionally, if you don't know how to cook, ma'am, I want you to go to YouTube, and you would be amazed at what you can find online. So go to YouTube or go to www.recipes.com. And I want you to find out basically, I would say 10 meals basically that you can cook. These can be meals that essentially teach you how to cook vegetables, teach you how to cook some kind of chicken dish, because chicken is a little less expensive, some kind of carb or whatever, and teach your sons basically how to cook. If you do not know how to cook, ma'am, perfect. You hop on YouTube as well, and you and your oldest son get in the kitchen. Y'all teach each other how to cook, okay? And I'm gonna tell it to you like this: the way to a woman's heart is through her stomach. So if you teach your son how to cook, I promise you, when he gets old, he's gonna say, "Mama, thank you." So basically, honestly, lady, you need to start giving your sons responsibilities, okay? Because they should be helping you out. There's no reason why you, as a person in the house, are working that amount of time, and you have to basically buy unhealthy and very expensive fast food to feed them when they get home. They should be helping you out, okay? So basically, give them responsibility. Next, I want you to go to my Financipation page, okay? And I want you to essentially send me your email address, and we're going to email you back a Financipation budget, okay? And I want you to create a budget. Now, you need to know exactly where you're spending your money. You need to know how much money, what you're spending it on. You also need to know how much money you're saving every month. You need to basically realize how much money you're spending on this fast food I want you to stop eating. And you also need to figure out what kind of subscriptions, whether it's Netflix, Apple Music, Hulu, whatever, that you can cancel, okay? Because once you do that, once you start figuring, okay, I'm spending $150 here, I can cut away, or what I'm spending $200 here, I can cut away. Eventually, remember, you're gonna look at your budget and say, okay, cool, I've cut different things I don't need to spend or whatever, and I just got done saving $150 a month. Now, man, what I want you to do is this. Now that you've figured out essentially where you cut your spending or whatever, I want you to put that in one category, because the money that you used to spend, now you can start investing that money. And I'm gonna talk about that later on, okay? The next thing, ma'am, I want you to do is this. I want you to start a 3-month emergency fund. Now that you have a budget and you know exactly how much money you have, you can also decide how much money you are basically going to spend on certain things. You also, more importantly, as I said earlier, can figure out where you can start investing. So with that 3-month emergency fund, I want you to figure, okay, how much money am I spending every month? So figure out how much money you're spending every month. And then I want you to create an emergency fund, a 3-month emergency fund. Next, remember how I talked about that budget? You figure out, okay, you cut your spending on Netflix, you cut your spending on fast food, and just say you save $100 a month now. That is $100 a month that you can invest into one of the 3 pillars. Now, earlier you mentioned you don't have the money to max out your 401k, you don't have the money to max out your Roth IRA, you don't have the money to max out your HSA. Well, you should still be investing money into that. So every year you can invest approximately $20,500 into your 401k. Based off of the income you make, you are not going to be able to invest $20,500 into your 401k account, but you can invest the money that you figure out from your budget. You can invest that $100. Simple as that. So whatever, ma'am, you're figuring out what you can save your money on, I want you to take that money, and whatever you're saving to invest, I want you to invest that money into your 401k. So I did a little bit of research on Walmart. Walmart does actually offer a 401k, and I believe they also offer a match. It's through Merrill Lynch. So if Walmart says we'll match the first $100 you put into your 401k, ma'am, I want you to put that $100 into your 401k, okay? Whatever amount Walmart can match, whatever you can put into it, because if you can only put $50 a month into your 401k, ma'am, that means at the end of the year, you would basically have saved $600. But if Walmart matches what you put into your 401k, that means you basically saved $1,200. So you only put $600 in, but you ended up with $1,200. Why? Because they basically match what you put into it. So with the 3 pillars, I want you to invest what you can. And if you invest $1,200 over the course up until the point that you retire, you're actually gonna have a very decent little chunk in there. So that's what I'll tell you about that, okay? You said you're 40. If you invest $50 a month for 25 years, and let's say you put it into an account that gives you a 10% interest rate, that means by the time you retire at 65, after 25 years of putting into your 401k, you would have nearly $70,000 waiting for you. That's not bad considering you only put $50 a month into it. It's the power of compound interest, okay? And for all my listeners out there, if your employer does not give you a 401k or whatever, I want you to go to Merrill Lynch. I want you to go to TD Ameritrade. I want you to go to IRA Financial. These are all websites, these are all companies, that basically have 401ks if you work for a company that does not basically have a 401k match. Before I go any further, everybody, please like, please comment, please subscribe, please hit that notification button. It helps the algorithm, and I thoroughly enjoy giving you guys free content. Okay, ma'am, now that you're working out a little bit more, you're walking more, now that you've basically established that budget, you have that 3-month emergency fund, and you also are investing into one of the 3 pillars, your 401k, I want you to get that 6-month emergency fund. You've been there, done that. Since you know what your expenses are over 3 months, okay, if I can only say, if I basically am spending $2,000 a month and I have a $6,000 emergency fund, that means that in order for me to get a 6-month emergency fund, I need to have $12,000 into my emergency fund. So now, ma'am, I want you to start rolling that money. I want you to essentially get $12,000 and put it into a bank, okay? And by doing that, what you're going to start to notice is that as you get the 6-month emergency, as you get the 3-month emergency fund, when you get the 6-month emergency fund, it actually gets a little bit easier. Why? Because you've already trained yourself on how to do it. Another thing you're going to notice too, ma'am, is this. Your kids by this point, because like I said, they know how to cook, they know how to clean, they're cleaning the apartments or whatever, one of them washing his dishes and stuff like that, you're going to start noticing that things around in your life are going to get a lot easier, okay? They're going to get a lot more efficient. So keep doing that. And the last thing, ma'am, I'm going to tell you is this. You are never too old. You can learn, and you're not a low-value woman because you're willing to learn. I'm gonna tell you a story about a young lady that I know. This lady was 49 years old. She was looking basically at her life, and she was not happy where her finances were. She was making $12 an hour at a job that basically she was very good at, but she just knew that there was no way she was gonna retire with dignity and respect at $12 an hour. So what she did was, at 49 years old, this woman went back to school with people literally half her age. Today, that woman is a traveling nurse, and she makes over $20,000 per month. I have never seen this woman this happy in her life. She's been everywhere from friggin' Dubai to Mexico to Hawaii to Minnesota to Illinois to Utah to New York to Washington State. She's literally has been all over the world just traveling as a traveling nurse, and she makes literally over $20,000 per month as a traveling nurse. As of now, she's basically getting into real estate, and she's also flipped a couple houses. Now, this woman went back to school at 49 years old. If she can do it, ma'am, you can do it too, okay? If you watch my low value video, my low value man video, I also advise a guy who emailed me essentially on how to do better and how to improve. With the guy, I basically told him he should probably get into construction. Why? Because construction pays very well, it keeps you out of trouble, and it keeps you in good shape. For my ladies that are listening out here, I always kind of look somewhat toward the healthcare profession, because every year COVID showed this. We flat out do not have enough medical professionals in healthcare, and that's whether you want to go into being a nurse tech, whether you want to go into health admin, whether you want to be a nurse or whatever. We honestly do not have enough people in tech. And that industry is very good because the lifestyle that comes with it, you can essentially work 3 12-hour shifts, and you're off for the rest of the week. Okay. So if you are interested, ma'am, in getting a 4-year degree, I would say do 2 things. I would tell you to pursue a degree in science, technology, engineering, math, healthcare, law, or finance, because those careers pay very well. And on top of that, they only have about a 2% unemployment rate. And if you are serious about going back to school, I would say read the book Scholarships: The Golden Road to Free Money by Christopher Phelps, because it walks you through essentially how to build and how to go to school for free. And lastly, there are certifications that if you don't want to get a 4-year degree, there are certifications that you can get in 18 months and be making money. That traveling nurse that I told you about, she started off essentially first getting a certification, and then from there she got her hospital to pay for her nursing degree. So it was only 18-month certification. So, ma'am, that's exactly what I'll say you should do. And then lastly, book a session. I have a website below, and I have a link below to the website. So book a session. I don't know your finances, ma'am. I can't really go into detail just off of that question that you sent me. I don't know your debt to income ratio. I don't know your investment patterns. There's a lot of different things I would like to walk you through with in regards to helping you with your finances. But you are not a low value woman, ma'am. It's as simple as that. And I think that sometimes we kind of fall into the trap of saying, I can't invest this. I don't have this kind of money. I don't make this kind of money. I can't put $6,000 to a Roth IRA. Who does this guy think he is? You're right. You might not be able to put $6,000 into a Roth IRA, but you can put $60 into it. And after you do that, I'm telling you, over a period of time, it gets better and better. Okay. So with that, everybody, in conclusion, you may not be in an ideal place, but once again, It's not perfection, it's progress. Slowly get better. You are a little bit behind the 8 ball, I won't lie about that. But if you do what I tell you to do in this video, man, in 8 to 10 years, not only will your health improve, your finances will improve. And I think your sons are gonna kind of see what mommy is doing. They're gonna help you out too. Take this from a kid, believe me, they're gonna see what you're doing and they're gonna work with you, okay? All right, cool. With that, everybody, it's your boy Chris. This channel is all about making money. It's all about saving money. It's all about building generational wealth, and it's all about financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. You can book a session with me below if you would like, and please follow me on Instagram at @thereal_Financipation. My Facebook page is Financipation, and please check out some of my digital, my e-products below as well. Okay. Lastly, I have a financial blog that's gonna be coming out soon, and hit that notification button. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps with the algorithm, and I thoroughly enjoy giving you guys free content. Take care, ma'am. I know you're gonna be hopefully you take my advice, and hopefully this helps. Okay, have a good one. Peace.